Alright, so hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be making a Photoshop tutorial on how to make AMP style thumbnails. So if you don't know who that is, if you just type in AMP clan on Google or YouTube or whatever, you'll see that they have some thumbnails and they sort of kind of have that whole texture-ish kind of look to them. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you're in Photoshop, any version, this will work. As that's kind of what I'm sure of. So just make it 1920 by 1080 and you can name it like whatever you want, like AMP thumbnail. So this is kind of just a generic kind of tutorial just to show you how to do something in Photoshop. So get any really high resolution image that you want and then just place it, and then I rasterize all my layers. It's just kind of what I do. And then go to here and make a new layer, make it gradient and make it the foreground transparent, and you can make it anything you want. I'm gonna make it blue because that is my favorite color. And you can drag down guidelines, and if your guidelines aren't already there, you can just hit Command R or Control R and they will show up. So go to the middle and then just drag it like that so you get you can see through right here, but it has the gradient right there. So that looks pretty cool. So next what you want to do is say it's like like Chemstrike. And just so you know, the font that they use is, if you go into font.com, type in Aldo the Apache or Pache, whatever it is, all I know is that is the font that they use. So once you got that, try to make it centered right there, and then bring down guidelines right here and then right on the bottom, and then make another new layer, drag it under the text layer, and then make it this is kind of a preset that I made, like you can just kind of copy what that looks like and just hit OK. And then you gotta get your marquee tool, I never know what it's called, and then you make the gradient and then it looks like that. So you can hit Command D or Control D. So now that you're that, we can start editing what the text looks like. So I usually will just go stroke and then drop shadow, but go to drop shadow. There's some special things we have to do there. Make the angle -90 and the distance 0 and the size, I'm gonna do 20. I think 20 looks good, and then I'll add the stroke and make it a little bit lower. So that looks pretty good so far. So you can add a color overlay if you want. I actually think that looks pretty good. So if you see that just means it won't look exactly like that on the web because the colors are too bright. So if you just hit that, it'll set it to what you want, but I'm just going to do that since I'm not going to be using this for anything. So that looks pretty good. And then you can add text like double, and then say like mtar x. Oh god. Alright, so double mtar x, and then you gotta make it a little smaller, and then bring it like that. God, I keep doing this. No. Alright, so you gotta bring it like that, and then you go say like on strike zone, and then you just bring it, and then what I always do is I do the text stuff on one layer. So generally I'll just do this, and I'll add the stroke, and then I'll do that. And once I like that, I'll just right click it, hit copy layer style, and then paste layer style. So this is generally what their thumbnails look like, but we're not done yet. So go to like your downloads, or well, this is only in my downloads because I got it before the tutorial. But if you go into your web browser and type in texture and go to images, you can get any texture you want. I'm using this one. So every texture should look pretty good. But once you're here, just rasterize that. You don't have to, but I do. And then just go down to soft light. You can do overlay, hard light, vivid light, pin light, or hard mix. So I would literally just stick to overlay, soft light, and yeah, just overlay and soft light. Hard light is a little too much, so I'm gonna actually, usually I'll do soft light, but I'm gonna go with overlay because I think that looks pretty good. So if you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Photoshop tutorials. See you guys in the next video.